This week we were trying to find some sense of normalcy. Last week we moved, and now our house is full of boxes and clutter. This is me and my family. We live a relatively normal life. 2 kids, 2 jobs, a dog, and a house. This is me on my last day of work as a manufacturing engineer. My last day was exciting and terrifying. 2 weeks later, we got the keys to our next major project, a house in need of major renovation. The day that I carried Jessica over the threshold started my new job. Now I look like this. And this is how Jessica and I spend many of our evenings and weekends. This is this old family home. But get this, we got to go to Walgreens. So the reason why this is important is because the reason why I quit my career was to be able to find time and flexibility just to go do things with my family when I want to do them. And it doesn't have to be when I get home late from work. So that's what we did. We went in the middle of the day, we went to Walgreens, we had to run an errand. We were actually out of food, so we had to go get food for the kids for lunch. I definitely had to fight through the feeling like I'm supposed to be doing something else. Like that's not what I'm supposed to be doing. But once I accepted that this is what we're doing, I enjoyed it. And all right, so check out some slow-mo biking.
Okay, now look forward and then look backward. Nope.
That little trip that we got to do together in the middle of the day was just a symbol of, I want to be able to maximize things that I love doing. So I also got to fly my drone it was early morning. I had to wake up early for it, but that's fine. It was great. Check out this drone footage of our area. Our neighborhood is absolutely beautiful. Lafayette Square in St. Louis. It is full of historic old mansions. We do not live in one of them, but I get to look at them when we walk around. So here's the footage. It was a little bit of a slow week in terms of DIY and home improvement, but that's fine. Friday was spent all day. All this week we're leaving for a almost 5-week trip to Scotland and Portugal. This week was planning for that. I'm writing plans there will be some people doing work on our house while we're gone that we're paying by the hour. I want to make sure that I have a good plan for them, but I got to do something awesome. The 3rd floor is hot. It's probably always been that way. I had an HVAC guy come out and he's basically said it's always going to be that way, but I am going to fight that. I added a new floor vent in Bash's room, which is the back bedroom. This is the front bedroom, which will be Ellie's. And it made an immediate difference. It cooled that room probably 3 or 4 degrees, which I think will be enough. It hasn't really gotten hot yet to test it out, but I think it will be. And then in this room, I don't think you can see it, but you can see it. There's a vent on the wall. So this facade right here is the closet, and it's new. That drywall, that framing did not exist. It used to be coming out of the wall at the back of the closet. So at the back of the closet used to be the old wall. That's where the vent was. So I had to extend it 5 feet to come out the front of the closet to actually cool the room. In the meantime, the closet was very cold, which does not actually help us. All right, I'm still an HVAC technician, but so now I'm in the back bedroom, which is going to be Bash's bedroom, and I am adding in a floor register. So I know that there's a, I don't know how big it is, but there's the HVAC duct that goes along this wall and ends up in the closet, and I'm trying to get a vent off of that, and we'll see how it goes. All right, here's a behind the scenes, AKA, I don't know what this is. This is really behind the scenes. So this is the vent, and I'm gonna, I spent a lot of time at Lowe's yesterday trying to find these parts. These parts do not actually fit together, and they do not actually fit into this big trunk, but I'm going to make them fit with a lot of aluminum tape, and it's gonna work. There are so many things that I'm sure an actual technician would never do. I'm taking this, I don't know what it is, but you can kind of, this is a little bit the before. I'm gonna mangle the crap out of it in order to fit down into there. Here we go. Oh, and by the way, I had to get really creative on how to get the vent pieces into here. This pipe is here. Surprise! I have no idea what it is. It could be gas, so I'm treating it like that. Chances are it's just conduit that has an electrical wire through it, and they put it in conduits so that when they installed the floors, they didn't actually put a nail through it. But for me, it's a barrier. So I had to take out this extra piece of wood, and now I can fit all the pieces in. It's just I have to make a lot more. I have a lot more mangling before this is gonna fit. Oh my gosh! I had to make so many cuts on that thing. My tin snips were getting dull, but it is now in. Oh my gosh! It looks really not impressive, but it is kind of in there, and I'm gonna go get some aluminum duct tape. Woo! Wow, it is amazing how much I've just brutalized this ducting. I didn't have crimping tools, so I cut I cut a whole bunch of, yeah. It's not pretty, but it's in, and then it's supposed to be snug up against this board. Apparently, when I measured against the rectangular ducting, the trunk down there, I forgot to put it all the way snug up against this board. But you know what? Again, we're gonna get this done. I'm actually really excited about how this Humpty Dumpty is getting put back together again. So I have added a 2x4 here, 2x4 here. Now I just need to place all the pieces in. Welcome to another episode of What Not to Do. Over here, Exhibit A, we have crumbled boards. And yes, there's not a whole lot I can do about that. I guess I could replace them. Go try to find this pine somewhere, maybe in the closet, but I'm not gonna do that. When we refinish the floors, we're gonna paint them. And so I think that I'm gonna find a way to fill this gap, and it's gonna be adequate. These, almost all the screws I was able to countersink, except for that one. I think it's just gonna be more character. That's the theme of these floors, lots of character. What do you think of your new air vents?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
See that, man?
And oh my goodness, I got a job done in under budgeted time. That is unheard of. I moved the ceiling fan, I'll show you in just a second. I moved the ceiling fan in 1 hour and 15 minutes. I installed a new box with a brace that secures itself between 2 studs and moved the wiring, 1 hour and 15 minutes, done. That never happens. I don't know about you, but I usually overestimate in how long something's going to take and then still need to multiply it by 2. It's insane. Ta-da! Actually, you can't see the old box, but the old box is there. Woohoo! All right, hit that subscribe button, maybe give it a like, and I'll see you next week. Bye.
Oh, look at that big old fin. Look at that flipper.